Have you ever been part of a conversation where every second seemed to stretch infinitely? Where silence descended like an awkward fog? Such social interactions, while familiar, leave us pondering paradoxically universal imaginaries, the secret thoughts we all silently harbor. Join us as we journey into the unspoken psychological landscape of awkward social interactions. Picture this. You're at a social gathering, and someone shares an opinion you wholeheartedly disagree with. Instinctively, your mind races through a river of possibilities. Should you engage, creating potential discourse, or nod along in silent concession? This inner deliberation often gives birth to our first secret thought. Can they tell what I'm thinking? It's intriguing, this curiosity about perceived transparency. It plants the notion that perhaps the thoughts we zealously guard might unknowingly seep into the fabric of our expression, even if only through minute facial cues or tone. A particularly awkward silence follows, the kind that seems to intensify with every passing millisecond. What now occupies your mind? Perhaps it's the familiar, desperate plea. Say something, anything. The silent exchange of this thought reflects a quirk all humans share, the discomfort with voids in conversation. We often prioritize the appearance of our social finesse, striving to fill these gaps with reassuring sound. But why is a pause so unbearable? Perhaps society has conditioned us to equate silence with social failure, nudging us to distill noise from even the most reluctant corners of our minds. Meanwhile, as the interaction unfolds, there's another companion we seldom discuss, the hypothetical replay. Did I just say that? It's the tendency to replay, reanalyze, and sometimes regret our words. This particular reaction is often induced by self-consciousness, the perpetual critic seated in our cerebral theater. We wonder if we were misinterpreted, if an offhand comment was delivered poorly, or worse, if it was received unfavorably. This second-guessing, though silent, showcases the universal interplay of insecurity and aspiration that governs social dynamics. An interesting study points to another dimension of these thoughts, the concept of spotlight anxiety. In awkward situations, we often ask ourselves, are they judging me? We believe the spotlight, albeit hypothetical, shines exaggeratingly upon us, magnifying perceived flaws. The assumption that everyone's focus is solely on our actions or words is a common but arguably irrational conviction. Understanding and acknowledging this bias can be a potent tool in navigating and mitigating the unease of these interactions. And then, as the conversation nears its end, another thought inevitably creeps in. How do I gracefully exit? It's an art form, really. The respectful exit from an awkward social situation. This echoes the perpetual balancing act of social decorum versus personal comfort, as we weigh politeness against our desire to escape. These moments delicately unravel the fabric of human interaction, the constant calculation, the ever-present empathy, and the discreet push and pull between what we feel and what we reveal. In conclusion, the secret thoughts we experience during awkward social interactions highlight an array of universal human experiences: the quest for acceptance, the fear of judgment, and the need for connection. By fostering awareness and embracing vulnerability, we may find solace in the realization that we are not alone in our silent contemplations. It is this shared privacy of thought that invites empathy, transforming awkwardness from a burden into a bridge.